Good morning. I am Dr. Bindu. We have taken 4 or 5 classes about the sociology and social anthropology as a complementary. Already people have the sufficient knowledge about these two subjects, but what I had in my mind, I want to share it. I hope that it will be useful for you. Now, growth and development of sociology and social anthropology as a professional courses. What is growth? What is development? Don't write or don't feel, it is a very common words. Growth, development, all these words are attributed to the change. What is change? Change is inevitable, either biological or sociological. In both ways, and psychological too, it is continuously undergoing the changes, but the change speed may be slow or fast. So our interest is to study about the sociology and social anthropology, the speed of the change, or is it leisurely moving in order to reach the professional course, or very fast. If it is fast, we can use the word development. Basically, the change word may appear if it is the folded form, unfolded, if there is a subtraction 4 minus 2, 2. And also, yesterday's my age is different, today my age is different. So in many ways we can say nobody will escape from the changing phenomenon. At the change class I will go for the depth. Now what are the general information with reference to the change we will discuss. Change will appear 4 plus 1. One is the growth form. Second one is the progress form. Third one is the evolutionary form. It may be negative evolution or positive evolution. Fourth one is development form. Apart from these features, there is another form, sustainable development. What is the growth? Yesterday to today, if I compare, one day my age was matured or grown up, chronologically advanced. And second one is nothing but progress. If our children do not get the good marks, we will arrange the teacher. By that, their studies will be, improvement had been taken place. Then if you see the progress report, that is the second stage. Automatically, last time they got the 8 marks out of 10. Now 10 out of 10. So some progress had been taken place. What is the another third word? Evolution. I told you evolution is in 2 types. Positive evolution, negative evolution. According to the nature, according to the government policies, if you move nature according to the biological system, if you take the food, it's okay. More than what body is required, if we take, it leads to the problems. If government has put some policies, if you follow, then the problem is less. If you are out of it, if you reach, then the problem will arise. So this positive evolution is by nature or through the policies or formal rules and regulations. This is a positive evolution. Some people will prepare their own agenda or objectives in order to sustain or exist in the society. Example, Naxalites. Their demands are good, but they are not taking the path in a right way, wrong way they selected. This leads to the negative evolution. Fourth word is development. When the change started slowly, the growth, progress, positive evolution, then we can use the word development. Apart from this, I told you another word, sustainable development. If the nature or the environment, if it is allows, we will continue our researches. We will continue our programs. Example, already Western societies are developed. Are they stopped doing the researches? No, not at all. It is continuing. Some more researches they are going on doing, because in future some more problems may come. For that they want to predict and they want to prevent. For all these things, the sustainable development is also important. So our concern is growth and development of sociology and social anthropology. These two subjects are wants to become the not only the department, in the department professional expertiseness. So professionalism. We want to see with the help of growth and development, professionalism we want to see. Before we are going to understand the professional expertness, for the easy understanding, we divided into three categories. Chronologically, that is age wise. In 1773 to 1900, for the sociology and social anthropology, some basic concepts are required. So after knowing the basic concept, we can frame the fundamentalism. So at that period, what we have done, fundamentalism or fundamentals started. Then 1901 to 1950, what is happening? When we got the fundamentals, knowledge we got it, then we are crawling and moving and running towards the professionalism. Then after independence, maybe 47, an informal way, 1950 it is a formal way. Okay, after independence, how the two disciplines are moving. So with the pressure of, whose pressure it is? Society. Is it the single line? No, complex forces made them to understand in the easiest way, easier manner. Again, it is divided into three categories. One is after independence, whatever we are doing, we are making the planned development we started. Second one is, if it is verbal level, just a statement level, if you write, sometimes you may be change. We may bring some changes. So if you are going to keep, and we can erase and we will replace it with the new statement, new policies. It is not good. Take the help of the law and made it is a formal, legal, finally the constitution. With the help of constitution, we were stabilized the planned development programs or the policies or the schemes, whatever it may be. And third one is democracy, parliamentary democracy. Whatever we are going to finalize it, but it should get the acceptance from the parliamentarian. 1/3 majority may be required. So all these things are connected with the political science. So these three words are important to understand the subject, how the subject is moving. Next, another point is, before we are going to understand the expertiseness or professionalism, first it should have established under the particular name, institutions. So subjects will be included under the institutions, educational institution, and then it will get its own status, that is the professionalism. It is clearly demarcated. Then again we will recall the another professor, Mr. River. River has done a lot of work. What type of work? Ethnographic work. Ethnography, what type of work it will do it? That know about the cultures. So, based on that ethnographic note or ethnographic information, he has written one book, Hypergamy, Marriage and Kinship. Hypergamy means anomalous system of that marriage system. Maybe 1 or 2 or 3 marriages, something at the time of marriage system, I will explain. So these three words are the heading of a particular book. The book name is Hypergamy, Marriage, Kinship. Who has written? Mr. River has written. Where it is included? In the Journal of Man in India. And River is also done some work about the social organization. In this social organization, whatever he mentioned, it will be cross-checked by Mr. Perry. Why? Whatever the Professor River is thinking may not be suitable for some societies, and some societies it will be suitable. That's what he edited. For Perry was edited the social organizations. Then switch over to the another professor, that is the Massow and Max Weber. Max Weber is maximum concerned with the political science, but he also contributed his knowledge for the development of the sociology and social anthropology. So what they did it? They are telling Indian social scientists are not that much of intelligence. They do not have the patience. As a result, they will gather the data from the secondary resources. If you go for the field work, we will get the primary data, first hand information. But these people do not have the habit. Before habit, one should have the zeal or the interest to prepare, to form a particular research technique. These people are not interested. Why? Already it is there. When the biryani is ready, why should we go to the kitchen and prepare it? Like that, Indian scientists are ready to take the already prepared research techniques. That's why Indian social scientists, what they have done, the cultural study or ethnographic study is based on secondary resources, secondary data. Then who has done the primary data? Mr. Malinowski and Radcliffe Brown. Malinowski, what he has done? He has done a lot of work, maximum services in his lifetime has done about to know about the cultures, not only India, across the world. He moved and he tried to understand. When he brought the number of cultures out of his services, he will be regarded and honored as father of ethnography. Why the culture? It is connected with the another word, functionalism. Culture versus functionalism. Culture is more helpful in order to understand the societal activities, societal functions. Society minus culture, we cannot get the qualitative information. It will be dry. That's why culture and societal information both put together, we can understand the total function of the society. That's why Malinowski was a functionalist. And he has done for that. Is the single research technique is sufficient? No, not at all. At various places, various types of research techniques he adopted or employed or used. What are those? So just name I will tell. At ethnography, again I will detailedly explain. One is earlier ethnography. Second one is contemporary ethnography, classical ethnography, traditional ethnography, modern ethnography, and Salvan age ethnography, and experimental ethnography. All these varieties may be general, basic points are general ethnography, but they will differ at various places. What type of ethnography suits for to in order to understand the culture. So that he developed the 6 or 7 varieties of the ethnographic criteria. And then Radcliffe Brown, he has also done the research, that is research on ethnography, in which place, on whom it is. The place is Andaman and Nicobar. Andaman and Nicobar, who will be there? The tribes will be there. So he has also done some ethnographic work in the Andaman and Nicobar. But both professors are focused their light only on the cultural aspect, which is the background music of the society. And then switch over to the another professor. Who is that one? Masses Dhanagare. The Dhanagare is understood. Not only the subjects are, disciplines are institutionalized and also professionalized, where it is, how it is. It will be easily understand with the help of the research techniques that we employed. We means researcher employed. And also, meanwhile, what happened? A tremendous changes had been taken place. Particularly these changes are different. Tremendous changes means most powerful changes had been taken place. What are those? In 1950 to 1952, that is 1950 to 1952. In between, the changes are very fast and effective also. What is that? As a token of that, we can easily say it is just like the watershed embarked with the program of planned development. This put it in the quotation. Watershed. What is watershed? Watershed is nothing but where the water is coming, flowing from various places and put into the particular pit or lake or river or sea. In a particular area, it will be dumped. That, and also we can use the word shed. Word is where the cattle will be stayed back. So, like that watershed and embarkment move out upward direction, that is boarded in. That is when we are immature, we want to move for the maturity. So, the watershed and embarked with program of planned development. In this way, when we have seen, we get the not normal changes, we will notice and understood the effective changes. And then switch over to the another Indian social scientist, that is Mr. Anantha Krishna Iyer and Mr. Roy. These two professors also professionally expertised. What Mr. Anantha Krishna Iyer has done, from where he came, he is from South India in general, particularly in Kerala. He wants to study the cultures of tribals and also caste. Caste is nothing but the endogamous unit. At that time I will explain. So the caste system, and the second one is tribal cultures, and also he wants to study the various activities related to the Christian religion. Christian has number of subdivisions. So generally we know the Protestants and Catholics. Apart from there are 5 or 6 varieties. Orthodox Christians, Catholics, Protestants, Coptic Christians, service-based Christians, modern Christians. I do not know many. So maybe some other Christian group is also there. Out of all these things, Mr. Anantha Krishna Iyer wants to do the research work only on Kerala Syrian Christian. I do not know what is the cause. Maybe some features may be related to the Hindu community features. Maybe like that, or some other factor may be involved. And then he has also written a book. The name is, book title is Caste, Tribe and Kerala Syrian Christian. This is the title of the book written by Mr. Anantha Krishna Iyer. And then switch over to the Roy. What he has done, he is very good expert in the ethnography. In order to gather and take the and get the knowledge about the tribals from various places of India and another places also, so that when he had the more command about the subject matter of tribal culture, then he will be named as, called as champion of tribes. Who will be called as champion of tribes? Mr. M.N. Roy. And then meanwhile, what we understood is, he also done some work about the tribes and also caste system, religion system. That's why what he received the information through the ethnographic research techniques. So he is going to keep the textbook with this title, that is Caste, Race and Religion. You see what is the difference between the Iyer and the Roy titles. Iyer used the first word caste, both are same words. In the second word is, Iyer used the tribe, whereas Roy did not use that one. Instead of the races, he has taken the word. And Iyer used the elaborated in-depth information of, that is the Kerala Syrian Christian. Instead of elaborating all this information, why we will present on the textbook title itself? It is better to precise the title religion. So Roy has written a book. The title is Caste, Race, Religion. Very simple, the title. If you go to the book, we can get the more information. But the Iyer is elaborated the religion, a particular particular species, particular branch he is going to deal with that. That is the Kerala Syrian Christian. Okay, after getting all these things, cultural information, then the people in India, the social scientists in India wants to establish the institutions, because it was clearly discriminated, identified in which area they established. In Bombay and also Calcutta, they established 2 departments in that place and this place. Already in last class I told you, earlier direct sociology, it was not there. Sociology goes with the civics. It was a part and parcel of economics in Mumbai. Later, it got its own identity. So whatever it may be, whatever passion, whatever the research technology, what they are using, all this information is gathered and put it in a box, and that box name is nothing but the particular books. So in that, by gathering that knowledge, cultural related knowledge, what we are going to do, it is more helpful for the society, to understand the society and its variations and similarities, and variations means dissimilarities, everything, and also in-depth sight of the people, what they have in their mind. Sometimes they may not present in the verbal form, their dressing itself can understand, the anatomical features, the body language will understand, the geographical surrounding area will inform. So all these insights also we can understand. That's why observation plays a dominant role in the anthropology, particularly observation technique. This observation technique is direct observation, indirect observation, participant observation and non-participant observation. So from the non-participant observation also we can get the more information rather than the interview by asking the questions. If you ask the questions, if the woman or the man is a literate, he can, when we supply the paper questionnaire, they can fill it and give it to us. If the respondent is illiterate, he does not know or she does not know what to write, so it is better to keep with us. We are going on ask the questions, they are going to answer, we are going to take it. That is the schedule. So interview, schedule, questionnaire, observation, all these are worked together as a teamwork in order to understand the cultures. So that is nothing but the ethnography. So finally, the Ethnography Survey of India, we are having one organization. If you go, we can get the each place, each region cultures. We can understand. So it was put in, it was recorded in the form of book. There are two books. What are those books? One is District Gazette and second one is Imperial District Gazette. So in these two books, entire India cultures we can see, we can understand it. Why the cultures are important means to understand the function of the India. So this is the information with reference to the growth and development of sociology and social anthropology as a professional subjects. Earlier it was the part and parcel, then it attained the status of independent subjects, or the expertise had been taken place. So slowly we also tried to prepare some new models or research techniques to understand some more insights of cultures in India. So up to this our area is over. So how many professors we come across? One is the River, Iyer, Roy, Radcliffe Brown, Malinowski and Perry and River. All these professors' contributions are for what? In order to understand the entire Indian culture under the title of, under the name of ethnography. So ethnography speaks a lot. Without ethnographic study, we cannot understand any society. By this, growth and development of the sociology and social anthropology is over. This is Bindu taking leave from the YouTube platform. Good day.